Education in the United States is provided in public, private, and homeschool. State governments set overall educational standards for often mandate standardized tests for K-12 public school system and supervised usually through a broad of regions, state colleges, and the universities. The bulk of $1.3 trillion and in fundings come from state and local government, with federal funding accounting for only about $200 billion, accounting for private schools and free to determine their own curriculum and staffing policies, with voluntary accreditation available through independent regional accreditation authorities, although the state religion regulation can apply. In 2013, about 87% of school-aged children, those below higher education, attended state-funding public school, about 10% attended tuition, founded private schools, and roughly 3% were homeschooled. By state law, education is compulsory over an age rate starting from 5 and 8 and ending somewhere between 16 and 18. Depending on state, the requirement can be easily determined. The certificate in public school, state certified private school, or an approved homeschool program. In most schools, compulsory education is divided into 3 levels: elementary school, middle school, or junior high school, and sometimes children are usually divided by age groups into grades ranging from kindergarten 5 to 6 year age and first grade for the youngest children up to 12th grade 17 to 18 years of age as final year of high school. There is also a large number of wide variety of publicly and privately administered colleges and universities throughout the country. Post-secondary education is divided into college, school. Higher education includes extremely wealthy and selective universities, public reaches universities, private liberal arts universities, and sometimes black colleges, community colleges, for-profit colleges, and many other kind of combination of institution colleges. Enrollment rates in the United States have increased over the long term. At the same time, student loan debt has also risen to $1.5 trillion, according to a report in 2016 report published by US News World Report. Of the top 10 colleges and universities in the world, 8 of them were American and 2 others were Oxford and Cambridge in the United Kingdom. The United States spends more per student and on education than any other country in the world. 2014, a report in 2014 says that the Pearson Economist Intelligence United rated US education as the 14th best in the world. The Program for International Student Assistance, coordinated by the OECD, currently ranks overall knowledge and skills of American 15-year-olds as 31st in the world in reading, mathematics, science, and other subjects. Literacy, the student is scoring about 487.7 compared with the OECD average of 493. In 2014, the country spent 6.2% of its GDP on all levels of education, 1 percentage points above the OECD average 5.2%. In 2017, 46.4% of Americans aged 25 to 64 attend some of Americans' schools, about 4% above the OECD average 44%. 35% of Americans aged between 35 over the achieved a bachelor degree. The United States ranked 3rd from the bottom among OECD nations in terms of poverty gap and 4th from the bottom in terms of poverty rate. According to Forbes, the top 10 universities of United States are University of California, Berkeley, number 1, number 2, Yale University, number 3, Princeton University, number 4, Stanford University, number 5, Columbia University, number 6, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, number 7, Harvard University, number 9, University of Pennsylvania, number 10, Northwestern University. These were the top 10 universities of America according to Forbes.